Yeah, it's your boy Crypto Blood, and welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. It is June 3rd, 2019. Shout out to my man Alpha One. He's hit me with that new Schoolboy Q called Crash off that new album. I haven't heard the whole album, but this joint is fire. I put it in my personal rotation, so thanks Alpha One for that song request. We're gonna rock out to that today. What's good, people? Hope you guys are doing well, and welcome to another episode. Today, we're going to look at something that Justin Sun, I'm telling you guys, this guy, Justin Sun, is a marketing genius. If nothing else, he's put up some money to win a meeting or lunch with Warren Buffett. I have to give it to him, and we'll get into the details of that in a second. Also, I didn't get a chance to do a My Two Satoshis video on Sunday, but I wanted to kind of give you, we're going to read this article about Block One and this new voice platform that they're rolling out. It's a social media platform on the blockchain. One identity, one account. It's a game changer just from that perspective. One identity, one account. That eliminates a lot of riffraff that's going on these social media networks. So we're going to take a look at that and kind of go over what they announced on Saturday, June 1st, over the weekend. Then I have an article. The last one is out of News BTC. It is about CFDs, crypto CFDs. Are they better to trade versus cryptos themselves? I haven't read this article, but I'm assuming they're talking about the tax liability. But we're going to take a look at that. That may be critical for you going forward to know how to trade. If you want to actively trade in this game and you live in the United States, at least, how they tax it is just treacherous. And so it's going to be a benefit to you to trade CFDs possibly. I don't know what the article is talking about. We're going to take a look at it together. I want to give a shout out to my channel sponsors, smartcash.cc, rated #1 cryptocurrency in Brazil in 2018. Check them out. They're trying to expand to other markets, more into the North American market and overseas as well. So check them out. And also, Moon Lambo Tees, check those guys out. That website, you'll save 25% if you use the word Crypto Blood for the promo code. You'll get 25% off anything on their site. They have got hoodies, tees, even paintings, all types of stuff. So check them out. I got one shirt on today, one of the shirts I ordered from them, and it's looking crazy hot, good quality, and I get a lot of compliments on it. So check them out, moonlambotees.com. Save 25%, guys, if you're looking for some crypto apparel. They've got a lot of it over there. Check them out. Let's go ahead and get into this chart today. Look at a little technical analysis here. As I stated in my trading room, at least, I don't know if I said this publicly, but this is a good move, indicator that this trend line here is staying intact as far as us breaking below it. Now at this point, this makes me even think we're going to even go further down, maybe to that second trend line there. If I zoom out, you'll see what I mean. So that second trend line may be an option for us. So I'm just kind of keeping an eye on it. But at this point, if we start heading higher, I no longer can use that trend line really as a barometer as far as where we go. I have to use just this horizontal line at this point. Okay, at this point, I'm relying on this 9,100 area, really like 9,000. I know we peaked above 9,000, but that doesn't really count to me because we didn't close above it. It's all about closing above these levels, people. We peaked above it with that huge bearish engulf candle, but now it looks like that is the area. 9,000 is where we need to watch. So from going forward, I'm no longer using this trend line as reference because we're pretty much past the point where the trend line is above the 9,000 level. So now I'm using the resistance area of 9K as a barometer to say, okay, I'm going to get back in. Or if you're super bearish, you can say I'm going to put more shorts in at the 9,000 area and maybe hide them above the high that we had at 91, almost 9,200. You can do something like that as well, but that's for a more sophisticated, advanced trader. But ultimately, I think 9K is still where, if we're below that, I'm bearish. I think we're going to have a slight pullback. Nothing major. If we do break that second scenario, then yeah, it will be a move much further down. But at this point, I don't see that. I have to wait till we get to that area to see what happens. Again, I'm a reactionary trader. You should be too. Don't try to predict the markets. Let the markets tell you where it's going. That way you don't get ahead of the markets and pick the wrong move to make. So the first article is out of Cointelegraph, and it's the quick pick today. I'm just going to kind of give you my 2 Satoshis on. I'm not going to read it. I'll leave a link for you to read the whole thing. But Justin Sun, this guy wins the eBay charity auction in a $4.5 million bid to lunch with Warren Buffett. It says here, Tron's founder and CEO Justin Sun has won an eBay charity auction to have lunch with renowned investor and Berkshire Hathaway CEO Warren Buffett. The news was revealed in a press release shared with Cointelegraph on June 3rd. So I guess this was the announcement that Sun was going to do in June. However, this does nothing really for Tron in itself. I don't think for the Tron community. This is more of a PR stunt for Justin Sun. Here's the only good thing about this article, or actually I should say it like this. I'm kind of shocked and disappointed that some of the other individuals, influential individuals in the crypto space, did not in the past think to bid for this lunch, to have a sit down with Warren Buffett, to change the narrative that he has about cryptocurrencies. I ain't got $4.5 million to spend on a lunch with Warren Buffett, but this is great to have this done. Unfortunately, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, this is the wrong person to put in front of Warren Buffett about cryptos. Maybe not. Maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know him personally, Justin Sun, that is. But if he's planning to promote Tron to Warren Buffett, it's not a good look. It's not a good look. You have to take baby steps with individuals like Warren Buffett. I know some very wealthy individuals, billionaires, and you have to, because they've been so successful in the old paradigm, in the legacy system, you got to take baby steps. And I hope Justin Sun takes baby steps in communicating to Warren Buffett why cryptocurrencies, why Bitcoin might be something that's going to be around, at least the idea of blockchain and decentralized currencies will be around, and why they're huge and can be a game changer and will be a game changer for generations to come. What do you guys think? Was this a good move? I think it was. Unfortunately, I'm just disappointed that other individuals in the space, maybe like a Trace Mayer, Eric Voorhees, someone like that, they should have beat him to the punch on that. 4.5 million. It's a lot. It's going to charity, but to get in front of Warren Buffett, it would have been cool to see someone more knowledgeable about just the whole space in general, more experience in the space. But it is what it is. You guys let me know your thoughts about that. Again, I know a lot of people could have done it, and would have been interesting to see that. And this year, I think Justin Sun's is the largest, $4.5 million. Last year was like 3.3 million. It's been in the threes for the last couple of years, and it kind of dropped down in 2014 and 15 when it got down to 2.3 million, 2.1 million respectively. And right after 2008, after things kind of went crazy and the rich got richer while the rest of the world got poorer, it just exploded. It started going up to 2 million, 1.6 million, and 2 million. It's just been up there. On average, I would say 2.5 million and higher every year for the charity. So we'll see what happens, what comes of this meeting with the Oracle of Omaha. I don't know, man. I'm just, again, disappointed that no one else in the crypto space ever thought about doing that. That's why you got to give him credit, Justin Sun, for being a genius in that regard. Very good move. Very good move. I never even thought about anyone doing that, meeting with Warren Buffett to discuss cryptos. So the next article is about this announcement that Block One made over the weekend in Washington, D.C. Many people were talking about how the actual announcement or whatever was kind of like abbreviated, right? It wasn't all that. I have to agree. It was not, it seemed like something happened, you know what I mean? And I looked and did some research, and it looks like, there was a lot of drama and beef about what Bloomberg did. They leaked the information. So there may be some lawsuits following up from this event, lawsuits towards Bloomberg. They leaked it early. They weren't supposed to. It threw off everything. It was supposed to be, I think, like an hour or two long presentation. Ended up getting chopped down. At least the stream was only about 26 minutes or so. And again, wasn't a lot of information in it, but the information that was there, if you're savvy enough to understand what's going on, it was very big. And we're going to look at this article really quickly. I'll give you my 2 satoshis on it. EOS-based new voice social media platform by Block One aims to give users a transparent platform to share their data and information while having complete control over it. The developer of the popular EOS.io blockchain network, Block One, announced that it would launch the social media platform soon, dubbed Voice, on the EOS blockchain network. The announcement comes during the first anniversary event for EOS held in Washington, D.C. on June 1st. Data privacy has been a key issue for tech companies to address, and everyone is looking at blockchain with hope. Even social media giant Facebook is planning to introduce blockchain tech to its platform. Besides, introducing blockchain is likely to give users a better control over their data and privacy. While announcing the Voice social media platform, Block One CEO spoke on the matter, saying, "Our content, our data, our attention. These are all incredibly valuable things, but right now it's the platform, not the user, that reaps the reward. By design, they run by auctioning our information to advertisers, pocketing the profit and flooding out feeds with hidden agendas dictated by the highest bidder." Voice changes that. The Voice platform, it says the article, will run on the EOS blockchain network, which is soon upgrading to faster version 2.0. Since Voice is using the public EOS blockchain, everything available on it will be open to the public. However, Block One notes that it will allow for better transparency, which will supposedly be the core part of the user experience of Voice. During the announcement, Blummer said that the existing social media platforms benefit from their users. The Voice platform, however, plans to change the dynamics of the game by giving users more control over their data and benefiting solely from their content. On the official website, Block One states Voice will cultivate creation, sharing, discovery, and promotion of content on social media platforms by real users, not bots and fake accounts. Through a truly self-sustaining economy of ideas, users will directly benefit from their ideas and engage on the platform. And I'm just going to stop there for a second because, I see, and one person, someone sent me the Bix Weird video from, I think, either Sunday or Saturday he did, talking about EOS pump failed. No, it wasn't a failure. I told everyone before the event that this was going to happen. Has nothing to do with EOS. It's just a trading strategy that is universal to all asset classes. You buy the rumor, you sell the news. That's what it is. That's all. That's like, I told everyone that was going to happen. And I told everyone I was selling right on the news. And that's exactly what I did. So I'll be buying back at lower prices. That's just, if you're a trader or if you know anything about financial markets, that's how it goes. But anyhow, people are saying, "Oh, this is another scam." This crypto community is so effed up because we were all brought together to help do exactly what Voice is attempting to do. Give back control, give users the ability to dictate what information is shared and what's not, fight censorship, all those things. So if there's a project, regardless of who it is, if there's a project out there that's attempting to do that, you should be in the community, I'm saying, should be applauding that, should be behind that. But instead, it's the same. And the issue is really the human. It's human nature. We're the issue. So instead, we're bashing projects, bashing innovation, bashing, companies that are trying to push the envelope because it's not your bag, because you don't have any. Because you don't, in the past, you've said the EOS and all, Block One or whatever is a scam coin or a scam project. And it's turning out that you're wrong. Okay. So you're mad. and it just shows to me, and it should to everyone else, the agenda that you have. If Ethereum came out with this, I would be like, bravo. I would be cheering this on. But I know the limitations of the Ethereum network and where they are in their roadmap. Man, voice will be out of beta by the time Ethereum 2.0 even gets launched. So I'm just championing this project, this vision, because it's a good vision. It's a good vision, and it's going to help us take control back from companies like Facebook. Again, you gotta look at who you're listening to, and you gotta look at the reaction that you're getting from individuals, and it should show. It should show you that they have the agenda by trying to convince people that good projects or good attempts at projects are bad. How is freedom and control of our data bad? I don't understand that. Someone in the comments below, let me know how that is a bad thing. The article goes on to say popular cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase announced that users can earn EOS tokens by watching videos on its crypto learning Coinbase Earn platform. Former Coinbase CTO was also at the event, and he made a few comments. He said, "We think a large number of people will obtain crypto not by buying it or mining, but by earning it. The lessons on the Coinbase Earn platform include an introduction to EOS.io blockchain protocol, the advantages of developing an EOS.io blockchain network, and a tutorial on delegated proof of stake. The primary motive of this platform is to increase awareness among retail customers about the complexities and protocols of the blockchain ecosystem, and the recent developments coming from Block One will be a major booster for the EOS.io blockchain platform." So yeah, if you guys are truly in search for learning, not just listening to someone or a group of people with an agenda, go to the Coinbase Earn platform and check out not just EOS, check out all of the other blockchains and see for yourself what these technologies are. It's sad because we're in an age where you can learn almost anything you want, but we tend to just be lazy and wait for other people to feed us this information. Go learn for yourself, people. So yeah, that's it for that. I think this is a good move in the right direction. People compare it to Steam and what they were doing. No, that's why Dan left that, because things were kind of going in a direction that he didn't like. And he said even back then that EOS was the final project. This is his dream project. All his previous projects, BitShares, Steemit, all were building blocks to what he calls the final project that he wanted to work on, and that is EOS. All the experience and lessons and stuff that he learned from those previous projects all come together in EOS for him. So yeah, do your research, find out more about EOS.io. It will behoove you to do so. I'm telling you. This is EOS.io can definitely be a game changer, and it's looking like it is going to be. It has the capital behind it. There's no other project from a smart contract perspective. There's no other project even close. Even though you still have a lot of people still banking on Ethereum, I'm not seeing that. And if you do your own research and stop listening to people, and then that whole group think, you'll see the same thing as well. So let me know your thoughts about voice. There are definitely going to be some challenges. For example, one thing I thought about was censorship. How do you handle more controversial content? What do you do with that? How do you still allow those individuals to put that out there, but at the same time not offend the masses? There's a lot of questions. I don't know, how they plan on doing that, and we'll see how that goes. But definitely I will be using the beta of that program when it's available. And I'll keep you guys updated on that. Just remember, EOS was supposed to be dead by 2018. Just remember that. There's a lot of FUD about EOS, and none of it has come true. On to the next article, News BTC, and it's about trading CFDs on cryptos, and if that's better than trading crypto itself. So if you guys don't know, CFDs are contract for difference, and it's kind of a derivative, right? They have them in FX. They've been around for years. So If you didn't know, that's kind of what it is. But it says here cryptocurrencies are not something new, and neither are CFDs. Every person involved in financial trading will know what these two assets are. But some are still unaware that cryptocurrencies can be traded through CFDs. And now may be the best time to do so. There are a few advantages and disadvantages connected to trading CFDs on cryptos compared to regular cryptos. And both traders sometimes get confused as to why somebody would choose the opposite option. Most of these confused traders are crypto enthusiasts. Trading cryptos with CFDs do not move the market whatsoever, even if we enter a $1 billion position. Why, you might ask? Because crypto CFDs are not actual cryptocurrencies. When you are opening a position, you are not buying the cryptocurrency. You are buying a contract on the price it is at currently. If the prices go up, you can simply sell the contract and receive profits much like you'd receive them on any crypto exchange. So the article goes on to say, let us tell you some of the key differences between the two trading strategies by outlining the advantages and disadvantages of CFDs. So let's go ahead and look at some of the advantages here. We've got margin trading. Margin trading is something unique for cryptocurrency CFD providers. They are the only ones who can afford to do this, although large exchanges such as OKX and Binance are starting to implement the feature on their platforms as well. However, when cryptos became a hit back in 2017, the CFD brokers were the first to introduce such a trading strategy, and not many understood why some crypto traders switched to the other side. The reason was simple. Margin trading platforms are able to provide leverage on your trades, meaning that every trade you open will receive additional funds from the brokerage. Liquidity is the second one. Liquidity of CFDs is much better than cryptocurrencies. You see, if you're trading an altcoin, something that does not have a direct cash out system, you're forced to switch to BTC and then withdraw from either an offline ATM or through an exchange, which will ask quite a lot in return. CFD is basically fiat currency itself and does not need conversion into USD or Euro. You can simply request a withdrawal and the broker will approve it. With cryptos, it's much more complicated, as you have to have a wallet, then transfer to a wallet, then transfer to the exchange, then finally withdraw. Plus, you'll have to do a lot of conversions. Furthermore, there are limits as to how much you can withdraw within a 24-hour period for cryptocurrencies. These systems create a risk that a bear market can hit and your 10,000 that you have remaining on your account will turn into 5,000 overnight. It's happened before for sure. Security and license. There have been very few cases when a CFD platform was hacked and funds were stolen. However, cryptocurrency exchanges are subject to multiple hack attacks nearly every day. Therefore, there's much more at risk when keeping your assets there. So unfortunately, it says that's where the advantages for CFDs stop. Let's take a look at the disadvantages. Ownership. The very first disadvantage is the essence of CFDs themselves. When we trade cryptocurrencies through CFDs, we don't actually use real cryptocurrencies. As mentioned in the beginning, we simply speculate on the price on a platform that will reward us if we are correct. Therefore, if you ever trade a crypto CFD for a security token, you won't be able to affect the market in any way, shape, or form. Furthermore, you do not have an opportunity to diversify on the spot. You'll have to withdraw your funds first and then invest somewhere else if the platform you're using is not to your liking anymore. So there are higher costs with CFDs. Margin trading can rarely be long-term. Most close their positions within a couple of days, and crypto CFDs are not an exception. When opening a position with a CFD, you are given a deadline. If you don't close the position before the deadline, the platform will close it for you, even if it causes you to lose money. The only way to extend that deadline is to pay a fee, which could sometimes be as high as 1% on your position. Crypto traders, on the other hand, can simply move their funds out of the exchange and onto their cold wallets and simply relax and wait for the right time to sell. So then it goes on to talk about the lack of choices here. The CFDs you usually see are Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Bitcoin Cash, and maybe Litecoin. These coins may have been the best performing ones in the past, but right now most of the gains are happening with newer tokens. And then lastly, it's just talking about competition. And it's true, you know, OKX, Binance, Coinbase, they're starting to do margin trading again. And so that will probably bring a lot of the traders back to just trading cryptos outright on margin. So we'll see what happens with that. I just want to give you guys that info. Do you guys trade CFDs? Is this something you've ever considered? Did you even know what CFDs were prior to this? Here's the kind of pros and cons here. Leverage, security and license, liquidity. And the cons is cost, variety, and ownership. Let me know if you guys trade these and have you traded them in other markets. I've traded CFDs and FX market, NADX. I don't know if you guys know about NADX. Great platform there to make some cash as well. Guys, let me know your thoughts on that, and also let me know what your thoughts are on Justin Sun and his marketing ploy. Man, great idea. I have to give it to him. Great idea. Just wish someone else would have beat him to the punch. And also let me know your thoughts on voice.com. I think this is going to be a big move for blockchain and crypto in general. Block One's got a big war chest, man. Couple Billy. You better pay attention. You better pay attention. It's your boy Crypto Blood. That's my 2 Satoshis for today. Let me give a shout out again to my man Alpha One for that song request. I'm loving this joint. Schoolboy Q, Crash. And that's it, man. I'm out of here. Holla!